Welcome back to the Daily Quota. I'm your host, Nicholas Hill, and in today's lesson, you're going to write a style of sales pitch called the Pixar pitch. Now, the sales pitch that we're describing is very story-driven. So the goal is to humanize your prospect and their challenges and their opportunities in a way that naturally resonates with the listener. Now, in order to craft this pitch, we're actually stealing a structure from the beloved animated studio Pixar. You probably know Pixar as the developers of Toy Story or Finding Nemo, or Up or Coco or The Incredibles. They've created some truly incredible story-driven animated films. And the way that they structure their story follows a simple narrative. It starts with once upon a time. So once upon a time, there was a clownfish named Marlin who lived in the Great Barrier Reef with his only son, Nemo. Then you describe the status quo. What is like their current state, the normal kind of state of affairs. Every day, Marlin was overly protective of Nemo, constantly worrying about his safety and trying to keep him close to home. Then you introduce a challenge, something that comes in that disrupts the status quo, something that turns everything on its head. One day, Nemo, frustrated with his father's overprotectiveness, swims too far from the reef and gets captured by a scuba diver. You describe the resulting actions that come from the disruption. Because of that, Marlin embarks on a perilous journey across the ocean to find and rescue his son, meeting a forgetful fish named Dory along the way. You continue by talking about the consequences of those actions. Marlin and Dory face numerous dangers and challenges: sharks, jellyfish, a terrifying journey through the deep sea, while Nemo plans his escape from a dentist fish tank in Sydney. And then finally, you talk about how the character's life has been forever altered and changed and improved by the journey. Finally, Marlin and Nemo are reunited after a thrilling chase through the harbor, and Marlin learns to trust Nemo's abilities, giving him more freedom and allowing both of them to live more fulfilling lives. Now, why the hell are we talking about Finding Nemo in a sales course? Because the Pixar pitch is incredibly valuable for creating engaging stories and can be a powerful tool for structuring a humanizing sales pitch. Let's go through an example of this. We're going to continue using our Sprout Social example. In the previous lesson, I gave you an example of a value-based pitch where I talked through what the client was trying to achieve, the outcomes they wanted to achieve, the metrics, how Sprout Social was going to do that for them. But I wasn't telling a story. And what I want to do with this pitch is tell a story. So listen to the difference. Once upon a time, there was a marketing manager named Jane who struggled to keep up with managing multiple social media accounts. Every day, Jane would spend hours switching between platforms, scheduling posts, and analyzing engagement metrics manually. One day, Jane discovers Sprout Social, a comprehensive social media management platform. And using Sprout Social, Jane is able to streamline her workflow, managing all of her social media accounts from just one platform. As a result, Jane saves significant time each week and can focus more on creating high-quality content and engaging with her audience. Until finally, Jane's social media strategy is so effective that it leads to increased engagement and higher ROI on campaigns, ultimately earning Jane a promotion at work. Now, would I say it like that word for word? Would I actually say once upon a time to a prospect? No. But what this pitch does is it humanizes my solution by telling a story that the prospect can relate to. They say, oh, yes, absolutely. That's the problem that's what I do right now. Those are the challenges that I go through today. Those are the things that I would love to achieve. That's a story that I can resonate with, of my coworkers, of my team, of my function, of my organization. So you've been able to follow a structured approach, create a compelling narrative while clearly communicating the value that your solution can present. If you create a pitch in this style, it won't only help your sales, it's a great way to structure your marketing material as well. Your presentations, your pitches, really anytime you're talking to someone about your solution. So let's give it a shot. Now it's your turn. For your assignment, I want you to humanize your solution by writing a Pixar-based or Pixar-style sales pitch for your solution. Walk them through a real-world journey that a human being would take solving a problem with your solution. That's the key to it. And then run it by your manager or mentor or new hire buddy. And of course, your study guide will walk you through it. That is it for today's lesson on the Daily Quota. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.